We've got another race. We had a give game in the Discord, and people are actively getting ready to race. Helps if you spell the name of the game right. Do you happen to know who our racers are?
I do indeed. We got Arcbliss versus DumpsterMummy. DumpsterMummy seems to have taken a break, joined first in MT13, and this is their 3rd edition. I don't know which other ones they joined, but I don't recognize the name if I'm being honest.
I think they joined one, like maybe last year's, but have been gone a big time in the middle.
But of course we cannot forget Arcbliss, world record holder, and like no one's even close in streamers. And also a really good blind racer, 65%. Not getting top 8. Kind of a joke.
This is Arcbliss is probably our best player. I mean, you know, you never know with new people, but Arcbliss is probably our best old player to not have been in top 8. Arcbliss has consistently done really well. Wins, he has a pretty high win rate, but has just always fallen just a little short of top 8. Last year was actually beaten by his brother, the Whitley, so maybe this is Arcbliss's the year to make it in to top 8.
I believe. This is a Wizards 1 match, so he's still a wizard. So is the mummy. I guess. Oh, now I can hear you, the dog.
Yeah, I don't know what Freya's saying now. She's got something to say. She wants Arcbliss to win.
Okay. In the movie The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, that mummy is kind of a wizard, right? He's doing all kinds of wizard stuff.
He does do a lot of magic.
He's like doing like locusts and stuff. Like he's summoning the 7 plagues.
Myth isn't here, but shout out to that scene in the Mummy where somebody throws a chair at another guy. It's a very funny scene, and I think last time I brought it up, Myth was like, "That's the best scene in the movie." I saw The Mummy for the first time for my birthday this last year in a local theater that was playing it, and everyone erupted in laughter when the chair was thrown. It was a great scene. And this is also the guy from Streamers. This mummy may be from Scooby-Doo. Looks like a Scooby-Doo mummy to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Submits the same game, but every tournament comes in 9th by choice. Sure you do. And then DumpsterMummy says, traffic light divination can guess when a light will turn green 16% of the time? Well,
I mean, like to which level of accuracy, right? Like on the second or like on 10 seconds? How do you judge if he was correct?
maybe you guess it afterwards, and he's still only 16% accurate.
It would be worrisome.
It would be. I think you definitely should not be colorblind for this next game.
That would also be worrisome.
Whoops. Just dropped something, but it's all okay.
Eddie, I'll be right back. Don't do anything rash.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna sabotage this whole thing. Let's think of the funniest possible thing. Let's break it. I'm gonna start putting, instead of a ghost, it's gonna be a picture of Maurice drinking. I don't know, I can't think of anything funny. Somebody's loving, Cyro's loving this 7th Dragon. I don't know what this game is. What's 7th Dragon 2020? Is that a remake of a game called 7th Dragon that came out in 2020, or is that the name of the game? Like Tempest 2000 or Metro 2033? JRPG. Never heard of it.
Oh, did you hide the racers?
Oh yeah,
Why?
but I could bring it back. I was joking that I was going to replace the ghost with something that would embarrass you, but I couldn't think of anything really funny.
I mean, how would you do that anyway?
Well, I couldn't. They don't know that I can't do that.
Oh, okay, okay. Ah, I'm glad you didn't. No, I would have been so embarrassed.
We have fun here. We have fun here, guys. Oh yes, the Prime Directive Big Punch Out. Maurice, do you know about Big Punch Out?
No, I thought it was a Punch-Out game.
No, we made up Big Punch Out. It's gonna be like, because they said they weren't making any more Punch Out games, so we have to do it ourselves.
Okay.
And all of the fighters we were saying were different stereotypes from U.S. states. So like, you know, things like Hugh Jersey, you know, instead of New Jersey. It's
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
Florida Man is going to be the boss of the major circuit for sure. The end of it is Jake Paul. It's like, you know, how Punch Out featuring, you know, Mike Tyson or whatever. It's going to be Jake Paul as the main guy.
And like he's really bad. Like he's worse than the first fighter.
Yeah. Well, the thing is he's so like coked up and insane that he's a tough fight because he's very difficult to predict. This is Cardinal Chains. Are you familiar with this game, Maurice? I think this was raced in a.
I casted this last time. We are.
Oh, it is bad.
We are touching numbers in increasing order.
This game is not a classic. I love this game. I think this game is great.
This game is super a classic.
It's very. I mean, it's hard to cast. This is gonna be kind of a zen experience to watch it.
Yeah, that's why I got some food right now.
Great. So to explain the mechanics, you have to draw every. Sometimes there's multiple colors. We're starting with only one color, which is red. But every X is going to have its own color. You can only draw on a letter that is the same or bigger than the last, number that is the same or bigger than the last one you drew on. So you can go from 1 to 2 to 3, but you can't go back to 1 or back to 2. And your goal is to fill in the whole thing. The challenge, I mean, this is a little bit of a challenge, but this is just Hamiltonian paths. I think most people can handle it. The challenge, like this level right here, is how do you fill it in? But also, when you have multiple colors, you don't know which color, you know, all the other numbers are still just white. So you don't know what area each color is actually supposed to be occupied.
And
so you kind of have to figure that out based on the way it is.
I feel like I will have nothing to say about this race.
It's going to be hard to say much about this race. Currently, Arcbliss is ahead. Eventually, we'll get on levels where they get stuck and we might have to draw.
Ah, I'm so ready.
It does get harder. This seems like 70 and it's like, what? They're already on 20? It's only been 1 minute.
3-minute race.
I mean, maybe Arcbliss is just a god and is going to finish this goal in no time flat, but I think that's unlikely. For top 8, we may have extended it to 90, but I don't remember. That was a thought that I had, but I think I didn't do it, which was probably the right decision. Arcbliss is cruising though, and I mean, and more so than just solving the puzzles, Arcbliss is cruising in a sense of like mouse movement is optimal, you know, is like actually like
mouse games
focusing on more than just the puzzle.
Oh, that's correct. Mouse games is more than just like first-person shooters or like accuracy. It's also being able to input a solution for a game like this efficiently and accurately.
It's true.
Like even if you're not the best at solving these puzzles, if you can input the solution really fast, or you can just like go through iterations and just efficiently put moves on the board, it might still be faster than your opponent.
We come to our first
That's correct.
actual time to solve the level. Oh, and now it's solved. Good one.
And it's gone. Oh, Amogus!
Now we're down to 3 colors.
Amogus.
All ones. It is Amogus. Here he is. Oh no, I gotta hurry up to draw him. I gotta pull up my thing. Yeah, maybe it's gonna be like watching clouds, and we have to just like say, "Oh, this one looks like a guy doing his laundry," or whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, like clouds. This one looks like the letter D.
That's, I feel like if you're thinking, I mean, that is true. I was just thinking from a perspective of watching clouds, like how boring of a guy thinks that they look like just existing symbols. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to get a little bit more creative.
This one looks like a cloud.
Really good point Myth is making about this level. All of these 3s are separate, so we know each of them is going to end with a 3.
Yeah, that's like a good thing to notice, but for a harder puzzle, you know? Like I wouldn't look for that when I'm trying to solve this puzzle, which looks like it was made for babies.
Right.
This one's a fish.
This might be an interesting like IQ test for babies, honestly. Like legitimately, I feel like this is testing some skills.
Your baby doesn't even know how to read numbers? Good. On the right we had a battery.
And this game is
It's a
structured
dumbbell.
in a way... This is not going to work from Arcbliss. Probably already sees that. There we go. This game is structured in a way where I think most of these levels only have a single solution.
Oh! Accidentally, like, slides into the green there.
That's the most exciting execution mistake you're going to see in this game, so enjoy it, people. Look at that. It's like when you play Picross and you hold the button instead of just clicking it a bunch. That's when you know you're a champion.
This is not gonna work.
Yeah, I would assume that he's got red correct here. Because, man, that's a bad circle. Because,
I mean, it's where the red is.
yeah. Because if you brought orange over here, you're really cutting a lot of this off. Yeah.
This one's like Dead Mouse.
I haven't thought about Deadmau5 in a while.
Yeah. Oh, this one's like
It's
that
all
board
DJ
game.
Marshmallow now, these
Dude.
damn kids.
Do you know a board game called Mill? Because
Mill?
that's the German name. I don't know what the English name is. Let me Google. Mill translates to Nine Men Morris.
Oh, yes, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah,
That's like an old game, like backgammon, right? That's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. Like it's
Yeah.
like a game you would find like in a pack of games like
Yeah, yeah.
chess and checkers. One thing you can consider doing is solving each line like partially. You can be like, okay, so this red one will probably not just pick up the 4 directly, so it will probably go to the right first. Stuff like that.
What do you think about dark mode versus light mode here?
It's not. It's the level I saw on DumpsterMummy earlier. It switched. I think. But I mean, obviously the right choice is dark mode. I'm a programmer.
So true.
I mean, Arcbliss has like completely boxed out the orange there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The orange is kind of just in a bad spot to get anything.
Yeah. This is
You
good.
could come all the way over here, but that's not even helping. Yeah. Well, and now we're moving on. DumpsterMummy taking some time.
No,
15
this is...
levels behind. This is going to be difficult to catch up.
Arcbliss has resolved blue is going too high at the start. It's still not good. Now left. Blue goes up once and then left twice.
So you're saying like this here?
Yes. And then purple has room.
There we go. Followed my solution exactly.
What a copycat.
This one's like
So
this.
green gets the top. Red cannot get the top. Okay, what's... Oh, this one looks like an illegal medkit.
Are they? Are they pursuing that angle? People talk about that.
I've
but
never,
is that, like,
I've never seen anything like it. That they've done that.
This is good. Wow, that's kind of a weird one. Yeah, the interesting thing is because we understand inherently the digits 1 to 9 or whatever, I don't think any of these puzzles actually involve all 9 digits. And I actually think a puzzle that did would be easier than one that doesn't.
Blue takes like an extra turn down first. And then this is solved.
Nice. Wow. Being able to recognize when your initial gut reaction is the correct approach versus not the correct approach is a big skill in this game. You have to know when to abandon your idea. Oh, that was an interesting one. Symmetrical. On 59 already. Arcbliss is destroying this game. Forgot one? Also, this is like a demo. The demo has like 100 levels and the final game has 500 or something. Nice.
So looking at the previous race of this, just about 2 years ago, we were beating level 80 for some reason, not 70, and it took 23 minutes. So I don't know why the goal was even more shortened.
It was extended for top 8. We just happen to have Arcbliss, who is close to top 8 level. I mean, so I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's as close to top 8 level as you get.
It's true. It's true. Is Arcbliss
Yeah, that's good. Just keep going.
Sully's time.
Just keep going.
Sully's time might be level 90, which is what I initially suggested. So keep that in mind. We did see Sully with a 12-minute time on a game that took our racers like 50 the other day.
Okay, I'm gonna solve a puzzle faster than Arcbliss.
This is crazy. I feel sorry. DumpsterMummy is not doing badly. It's just like this is it's gonna not feel great to lose on only on level 40. But if Arcbliss is beating Sully's time, it's a very deserved win. This one's a little tricky, though. Oh, no, it's not.
Well, nothing happened. This is the last level of the race already.
Good smile I drew. This is crazy. This is a pretty tough level, though. It's a good level to end it on.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be the end of Arcbliss. Who picks up this thing? It has to.
So what do you think if this goes here, then?
I don't know, these 3s are kind of weird then.
Yeah, that should come up and get the 4s, yeah.
Does it? Then these ones are also really useless.
I think green, that's just what green has to do.
I think blue goes down here instead,
and this
honestly.
can get all the 4s, 5s, and 6s. I don't think it actually can. I think I drew that badly.
No. Blue goes here. Stop drawing. Blue goes here. And then red can do all of this.
Got it.
He doesn't quite have it. He still needs to put blue here. It's like rethinking the right side now.
Arcbliss on the final level. Like, am I behind? No.
Let's go like this. Ah, there we go.
Boom.
14:57.
Also, Ico VT with a time of 13:50. But Arcbliss winning with an official SRL time of 14:57. Just under the 15-minute mark. F Beastie finishing 15:23. This would be a good game. Do you remember like Flow and Flow Bridges, the mobile games? This reminds me a little bit of that.
Where you'd like connect the two colors of the same, the two dots of the same color, yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Arcbliss?
Hello. Not much. That was a fun game.
Arcbliss?
Hello.
Yes, congratulations. This demo, I think, continues on to level 100, and then if you buy it, it's up to, I think, level like 500 or something. But congratulations. Destroyed that time. Even apparently beat Sully's time. Can you believe that?
Ooh, dang.
I know.
That is a good standard to set.
I was very impressed. Obviously, you were solving the puzzles, no problem, but I was impressed with the mouse movement. There were even times where you knew you could go through one color to immediately connect it to the other color coming out on the same side. You were in the zone. You were locked in.
Yeah. Very intuitive game. Not
Yeah, it controls well. You wouldn't think you'd even need to bring that up in a game like this, but it really does.
Yeah, I made sure to set the game big enough that I could actually mouse well, but small enough that I wasn't just wasting time having to drag my mouse across the screen. Because, as has been stated before, I can't really do, like, precision mouse races super well because my mouse is on a couch. And that makes FPS, like, nearly impossible to, like, headshot and stuff. But, in a game like this...
How far back are you sitting from your computer if you're on the couch?
Oh, no, it's, like, at the couch.
I see.
Don't worry about that. I have a very weird setup, but it's very comfy.
So you got the couch strap. That's the way to go.
It's very comfy, but it makes it very difficult to precision mouse. I have lost at least a couple races, almost certainly to not being able to mouse well enough.
Well, it paid off on this one.
Yeah.
Very different than streamers.
No, exact same thing. Uh, one button and then I just move. Same basic concept. I was really worried because I did streamers for warm-up, as I often do, and I did really bad. Well, for myself, and it's just like, oh, this isn't setting a great precedent here. I hope I don't draw an action game.
Well, have
And
you improved the streamer's record recently, or has it been the same record?
no,
for a long time?
it
I know
has
you've helped.
been a decade since the any percent record was set. It's been 9 years since the 16 bags record, I want to say. One is 10, one is 9, and one is 8 for Super Joe mode as well.
You're in danger of somebody making a YouTube video essay about how old your record is, and it's gonna get stolen from you. You're in dangerous territory.
I welcome that. I would love for someone to play streamers like. So it was in Big 20, right? For Best of NES. And that brought a whole bunch of people into playing it. And they all were like, oh yeah, I think I'm going to come back to this game. And like 2 did, but then they all just went, oh, what's a good time? And people are like, ah, sub 430. So like a handful of people cranked out sub 430 and just immediately stopped. And I was like, no, keep going. Keep going. I haven't had competition in like 8 years.
Well, congratulations! You are going on to face Church and Sarge.
Church and Sarge.
Our
I don't know if
GDQ
I don't know if you've seen my prediction bracket name, but it's I finally get vengeance on Church and Sarge for making me play the Grinch 10 years ago or 8 years ago, whatever it was.
The Grinch on what? On PS1 or on GBC?
The PS1 Grinch.
Okay, because GBC Grinch is a good game. PS1 Grinch is not a very good
so
game.
that was in the same tournament. I raced the Grinch PS1. My brother raced the Game Boy Advance Grinch. I was like, this is unfair. This is not
This
cool.
isn't an old MT?
Yeah, this is 8 years ago, I think.
That's so good.
I also... There is a level of rose-tinted glasses on that race for everyone else, it seems. I've seen, a handful of people, because there was like 20 people in that race or something for the Grinch, and everyone's comment in the race was like, what a horrible experience I just had to go through. And then 5 years later, a bunch of them were like, man, that game was something, right? I'm going to go back and play it. I had a great time. And I was like, no, you didn't. I have the logs. I will go find IRC logs and prove to you you hated it. I think outside
are
of
you
race.
anywhere near your brother in this bracket?
No. So he already lost. So I
that's
think
right.
we determined that it's if I win 3 matches and lose, and he wins the next 5, we meet up in Lizard.
It could happen. It
could happen. Unfortunately, I think that
Stranger
involves
things
beating
can
Okami
happen.
first and then losing, so my odds drop significantly.
Well, congratulations. Mummy is still going. We'll probably, I don't know, we may or may not finish it out. How you feeling, Maurice? We've been streaming a long time.
There's a match in 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Oh!
And I mean, there's still whatcasts, if you're up to it.
Yeah. I didn't realize there was more tonight. I thought we were at the end of the evening. That is exciting. I'm glad people are scheduling. Nice job on the race, Arcbliss. That was a very good time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this game was level 80 in top 8. I had initially thought, because this was tested like 2 or 3 years ago for top 8.
Yeah, I think they said
it kept
3.
being in like backups, and then eventually we actually used it. I think like 2 years in a row, and then eventually we used it. I think this actually was tested for like MT15 for top 8 or something, and was like, yeah, we'll do this eventually. Because this
I'm
game
glad I
came
got to
out a
play it.
while ago.
Yeah, I always get nervous when someone says a puzzle game and it's just another itch one, because you never know what you're getting. Especially with a TPC sub, like...
This is a backup TPC, so this is a game that I think TPC enjoyed getting, working with for top 8, and so
Yeah.
resubbed it for him. But yeah, we were thinking maybe 80 or 90. This is a shorter for just like an early rounds, and you just happen to be
Yeah,
pretty
just one
darn
of
close
those.
to top 8, as we've said. But congratulations on the performance, and also thank you for my favorite, maybe not favorite, that's a high bar, but like one of my favorite MT memories is watching you in that race versus Triscor, the alternate ego race.
Well, I'm well
It was
aware.
so exciting. Halfway through, we're like, what? Triscor is here.
Yeah, I don't know this game. Not done. You improved your time. I did what? I improved my time. Still lost by 2 minutes or something. Trisk just
The
killed
commentators
it.
found out during the race.
Yeah.
but I don't.
Yeah, I also that was still my favorite part of that was I entirely jinxed myself on that one because that was the same tournament that TMR raced Shinobi 3, and then afterwards they're like, hey TMR, you have played this. I'm like, and I subbed that, and I was like, wow, what kind of idiot races a game they've already played? And a match later I did it. I was like, wow. Shut up, me.
Well, yeah, that's about all I have. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be back.
Good luck.
All right, thank you. See you later.
Was saying the thing about, oh, people got a sub 430 and stopped playing. It made me look up my time. I have like a 421 on streamers and I stopped playing immediately. I am the person.
421 is really good, actually.
Well, it's not even top 10.
Yeah, but for just like a random run, it's pretty good.
There was
that
that
means
like
you got most stuff.
Yeah, there was that event.
Yes.
On
even
Smash
I submitted
GG?
a time to that event. I think my time was about 11 minutes, but still.
I mean, 11
it's
minutes.
faster than a blind playthrough. I played it twice.
You beat 4 people on speedrun.com with 11 minutes.
Nice.
Get the 420. No.
Time is 420.69.
I mean, if I speed up the video a little bit, it's a 420, so that's good enough. And then edit the end screen. Yeah, like, no one's gonna say anything if like it runs at 61 FPS. So we have a restream, which is going to take around an hour. So I think we should get that going.
Let's do it.
Alright, then we wish DumpsterMummy the best of luck to conquer these numbers. He's
Mummy.
making progress, so
yeah,
it's not
I
like...
think DumpsterMummy's absolutely going to finish. And is way faster. I was looking at the page in the itch.io comments. Someone was like, I made a video. I'm happy to have finished the first 50 levels in under 30 minutes. And here we are.
Wow. That guy has no idea who he's talking to.
Seriously.